might have read the books or heard the interviews, and you see the success of people who are having amazing morning routines. The question that I always struggled with was, how are they getting up? You see, in order to be successful, a morning routine is crucial. It's a great way to start your day, to do the things that you need to be doing, to organize in order to see that success day over day over day. The thing is, most people struggle of getting up at a normal hour, and I'm not even talking about early. So I decided to do my own research to figure out what is it that people are doing to get up early so I can start my day productively. So today, I'm gonna share with you the framework that works for me, that really helped me to get up around 4:15 every single day. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new to it, my name is Bennett Schwartz, and I'm a high performance coach helping people become richer both personally and professionally. If you're looking to become wealthy in life, make sure to subscribe and hit the like button. When I started on my journey for personal development, one of the first books that I read was a book called The Miracle Morning. It's by Hal Elrod, and he talks about how you can start your day to become the most productive that you can. Based on his advice and certain things that worked for me, I'm going to teach you my sleep framework to help you get up earlier in order to have those productive days. See, to begin, we have the letter S for sleep, and that represents starting the night before. See, most people, when they have an issue, are looking at the specific issue, but not really looking at what's causing the issue. The same thing happened to me. I used to have knee problems, and I used to always say my knees hurt until I went to the doctor. And the doctor told me it's not your knee. It's either your hips or your feet. And until then, I always thought that I need to work on my knees, but it really wasn't my knees that I needed to work on. So when someone's having a hard time getting up in the morning, usually it's because they might be going to sleep late. And late is all relative, and we have to understand what it is that you want to be doing. Realize what is the ideal time you want to be waking up. In 3 months from now, what time do you want to be waking up? And what it is that we need to start building towards on a daily basis. If we can start working from the night before and getting to bed at a normal hour, we'll be able to start our days off right. It'll be so much easier for us to start getting up earlier. You see, most successful people that I know are going to sleep between 9 and 10:30 at night. And that might sound early for you, but if you think about all the things you do at night, most of them aren't as productive as they would be if you wake up earlier in the morning. So instead of having that night where you're just binging and eating and maybe not doing the most productive things, look to shift it to the morning where you have more energy and more focus to be able to really take advantage of. L represents lying in bed. And what I mean by that is that we need to actually mentally prepare ourselves to wake up early. There are certain days still that I might be lying in bed and say to myself, there is just no way I know I'm going to be waking up early tomorrow. I'll be putting an alarm in my phone, and even though I've had such a run of waking up early, if I'm not mentally prepared to wake up early, I know there's no way it's going to happen. And what ends up happening is that I'll put the alarm on for 4, I won't wake up, I'll snooze, I'll turn it on for 6 or 7 later on in the day, and then I'll just be upset at myself that I didn't wake up early. So realizing that we have to mentally prepare ourselves, and the way we need to do that is to constantly go back to why we're doing this in the first place. So if you're about to go to bed and you're really not in the mood to wake up early, think about why you're doing it in the first place. Think about all the people who, in spite of not being in the mood, did it anyway, and that's what really caused their success. And if we could do that, we'll have the strength to really remind ourselves and get ourselves in the mindset of just waking up even if we're not in the mood. The first E represents an easy start time. And this is one of the things that was really weird when I first started it, but really helped me wake up early. So if you look at all the times that you want to be waking up, realize that there are certain times that might feel easier to you. And what I mean by that is that they might feel a little lighter to you. So for example, there was a time in my life that I was waking up at 5:12. 5:15 was too late, 5:10 was too early. So go through the time around when you want to wake up and ask yourself, what time feels easy? If you want to be waking up at 6, is 6 easy or 6:03? Maybe it's 5:57. Realizing that there are certain times for some reason that just feel easier for us to get up. When the alarm goes off, it'll be so much easier to get out of bed. The second E represents end of your bed. And what I mean by that is that we want to put our alarm not near us. You see, so many times people will wake up for their alarm and then they'll just snooze it right away because when they look at their phone or their alarm clock to shut it off, they're still in bed. But if you have to get out of bed to shut off your alarm, you're going to have so much more likelihood to get ready to start your day. You see, we're all tired in the morning. So if we can just get ourselves out of bed in the first place, even to shut the alarm, then we'll be able to start our day moving forward and we'll be forced to get out of bed. Yes, there have been times that I've gotten out of bed and went back into bed, but we have to understand that if we want to give ourselves the best chance, we have to set up as many things as possible that are going to help us succeed. The P represents productivity. And what we have to do is when we wake up is we have to be productive. So many times in the morning, we start overthinking things and we start rationalizing to ourselves all the possibilities possibilities that we can do. Like, I didn't really want to wake up early this morning. Or you know what? Maybe not today because today I have a big presentation and I need that extra sleep. But then when we wake up later, we understand that no, we were just rationalizing to ourselves why we should go back to sleep. It is so crucial and so important to understand that in order to get our day started, we have to get out of our minds and we have to start just being productive. So that means having your routine, going to the bathroom, brushing your teeth, washing your face, getting dressed, making your coffee, to do all of those things. Because if we could start doing all of those things, understand that we'll be able to be productive. We're not going to be able to talk ourselves back into bed. So there you have it. But you have to realize that although we're going to be setting ourselves up the night before, and although we're going to be lying in our bed to mentally prepare ourselves, and we're going to be making it easier for ourselves by finding a time that's easy for us, and we're also going to be putting our phone at the end of the bed or the alarm clock at the end of the bed to get out of bed, and we're going to be productive, realize that this is going to take time. It's not going to happen overnight. So for example, if you're waking up at 8, 9 o'clock and you want to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, realize, you know what? I'm not going to jump to 5 o'clock, but like maybe I'll do 7:30 or 7:32. And then slowly but surely move yourself back. When I first started on my journey to wake up early, I didn't just wake up all of a sudden at 4:15. There was a progress that happened slowly over time, but over time it ended up happening. And the way it worked for me was that I just felt when it was right. So in the beginning, I might have been waking up at 6:30, but I really wanted to be waking up earlier. But then there was one night where I was like, you know what? I think tomorrow I'm going to wake up at 5:45. And then I woke up at 5:45 and that was my new base. Understand that this might take a little bit of time, but it is so worth it because when you look back in a couple of weeks, you can see the productivity that you're having from the beginning of the day. So realizing that is going to be crucial. And to understand that when you're 2 or 3 hours into your day, other people are just starting to get up, there's no greater feeling than that.